Oh, dare I begin this podcast with as toasty as it is in here? I just finished making dinner. Pasta, zucchini, fucking bell peppers, onions, celery, 2/3 of mirepoix for my cooks out there. Mirepoix is celery, onions, and carrots. I did not have carrots, so celery and onion somewhere. Um, Onion salt, fucking garlic salt, pepper, black pepper specific. Black pepper matters. Duh. A little bit of cherries because I'm lost without Tony Cherry in my life. Some fucking kale. One bunch of kale because I didn't know I had thrown out some kale previously to that because I forgot about it. So one bunch of kale, 10 items. Oh, and a whole bottle of sauce, tomato sauce, spicy garden vegetable. Couldn't tell you the brand. I could tell you the brand. I'm going to tell you the brand. I'm going to tell you the brand right now. The brand is, I don't even know. Made with? Maybe made with organic? Maybe it's made with. It's weird. Not bad. Not bad. Not a bad dish. The sauce, the made with sauce, is a little bland in my opinion. So yeah, added some more salt, Morton's kosher salt, coarse kosher salt to be exact, and done. Finito. Rip a piece of bread off, throw it with it. I know it's not a 3-course meal or even 2 courses, it's one, but got me nice and ready for this podcast. So proper dish for the dinner of this Monday, June 3rd, 2019. Sipping on some OJ with a little bit of rum. I know. I had this talk yesterday and I was like, I'm not even gonna drink today. I left the house this morning. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink today. I'm gonna get home. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna have any beers. I'm not drinking. Because I work tomorrow and the next day, 2 shifts. I'm not drinking. Nope. Drinking. This OJ has pulp in it. So when you make a mixed drink with pulp and ice cubes, it's not ideal. Yesterday's weather today. Because I haven't done that in a while. Yesterday's weather today. Yesterday was fucking gorgeous. It was really beautiful. There's a lot of clouds, a lot of big clouds that would block out the sun. But when the sun was blocked out, it felt great because the sun was pretty hot. The sun's been really hot lately. I think that whole ozone layer depletion thing is, I think it's legit. I'm just kidding. I believed in global warming for a long time. So, yeah, let's do what we can. Let's do what we can for old Mother Nature, you know? Turn off your ACs if you don't need them. Just run a fan, man. Electricity, I don't think, costs us damage to Mother Nature to an extent. So yeah, run a fan, man. If you can handle it. Roll your window down. Don't crank your AC in your car. Just roll your fucking window down. Deal with it. Get some fresh air. Sometimes it's too hot, and yes, AC is absolutely necessary. Like this instance, I thought about opening my freezer and just leaving it running. I do have an AC unit, but I haven't ran it yet, and I know it's gonna stink when I do. So today is just not the day because I don't need it yet. It's not that hot. But last night got cold, man. Last night got really cold. It was like 48 when I woke up. I had to shut my window because my room got really cold. My bed's right next to my window. And yeah, I felt like I had bad dreams. I had dreams of wintertime again. I had dreams of wintertime at the Walker House. For those of you who know me, Bronson's where I was hailed, where I raised myself. The Walker Street house is the house I grew up in. And we used to have a garage there's still a garage behind it. But we didn't live back there. We spent a lot of time in that garage. Didn't matter what season, wintertime, summertime, springtime. In the wintertime even, we had that garage into like a cabin. We turned it into a cabin, essentially, like a lodge. Chill spot, little, man cave, if you will. But we would sleep out there. In the middle of winter, we had a heater, like a propane heater, but we didn't always have propane. So it was me and a couple buddies. We would sleep. We had like 4 blankets each because we were a party house. We had a lot of blankets. So 3 kids. Me, my older brother, and my younger brother. So we had a lot of blankets. Yeah, when you're in the cold, man, you need blankets, you need layers. So we would have 4 blankets each. We would all divvy them out. No less than 3. You could not survive with 2 blankets. It's not possible. Maybe nowadays blankets, but back in the day blankets that we had, they were shit blankets. So 3 minimum. But yeah, you just cocoon yourself. You just layer up and give yourself a little bit, and then you give yourself a little bit of room to breathe, and come out. And we'd all sneak out, hop out of this thing. We'd blaze a bowl or smoke a joint or something, Somebody would have to get out and fucking pack it. And it's like, we're talking single-digit temperatures in the air. Like, it's cold in that garage. Like, we had electronics out there for, like, summertime, springtime, but wintertime, electronics didn't work because it was too fucking cold. Eventually, we would end up getting warm enough. We had a little chin-up bar. Like, we'd bet the other person to do 10 chin-ups, and then they'd do it, and then they'd talk shit if anybody else didn't do 10 chin-ups. So we'd all do our part to warm up the air as well as strengthen our young bodies. But yeah, and then we'd smoke a bunch of weed, light candles. It was, typical kid stuff. But last night I had the dream. I was flashed back. I was back there. I was freaking homeless and like retreating to back there. It's like, I'll show them. I'll get back on my feet. I'll just live back here. And it was wintertime, and the snow was coming in, and I was trying to make little wood slots. Like, it was back to start, and I was rebuilding it, and it was bad. So I woke up a little distraught this morning. That I had that dream / flashback nightmare, whatever it was. So yeah, I closed my window because it was cold. But that was yesterday's weather. I hadn't done yesterday's weather today in a while, so that had to be a large segment. You will notice I have not tried selling you anything with this t-shirt. It's an Anthrax t-shirt. It's a cool t-shirt. I like it. I've had it for a while. I'm about to pop it off because I'm toasty. I'm going to sell sex again, but we'll see. We'll see. But I haven't I haven't mentioned the time that I have allotted to you guys because I'm limitless. My time it doesn't have a count. It doesn't tell me how long I have. Because I bought a motherfucking memory card. And I didn't go to Verizon to do it. Because the Verizon wireless store in Coldwater, I promised myself I wasn't going to talk shit. I got a text. No, I promised myself I wasn't going to talk shit about Verizon and like badmouth a business. But I have just not been pleased. A lot of people go into cell phone stores and you have a hard time with them. But it's just like, they fucking suck there. The Coldwater Verizon store, shit. Go in there. Maybe you'll have a different experience, but I don't know. I called them. I called them ahead of time because I had a feeling. Yeah, we got memory card. Yeah, you can get an SD card or whatever. But we don't have them. And we got a special order. But he did refer me to Meijer and Walmart, so that was probably the best customer interaction I had with the phone call I had earlier. So shout out to the dude on the other end. But I went into Meijer in Coldwater, which I worked at for like 3 weeks, which I'm such a stubborn asshole that I was like, I'm never stepping foot back in there again. When I quit a place, I usually don't go back. Remember yesterday when I was saying new slate? Oh, it's fucking hot, man. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. New slate, new beginnings. So, yeah. Sometimes you gotta change. Sometimes you gotta grow up. Sometimes you gotta mature. There are some places that I stay strong to my stubbornness. If I don't think they're a good business and they don't deserve any extra money, then I won't support them. And I'm not gonna badmouth them and talk shit, because that's bitch move. But, well, I'm not gonna sling mud. Let's say that. If somebody asks me my opinion, just my opinion, man. But I'm not gonna sling mud at someone who I feel is shit business. Even though I kind of just did. I don't know. I'm just speaking my opinion, man. It's Rough Ryder podcast. So I turned a new leaf. I turned a new leaf today. I decided to go back into Meijer and revisit that the location that I worked at after I walked out. I just quit. I just never returned. I didn't really walk out. I finished my shift. Because, yeah, like, you just gotta, sometimes you gotta buck up. Sometimes you gotta just, admit you were wrong or, explain yourself. Explain yourself. I wasn't fucking wrong. They were nobody gave a fuck there. So I stopped giving fucks and I stopped going. That's really that's plain and simple, end of story. I had another gig, so I didn't really need it. I'd gotten it pretty easily, so I didn't really give a fuck about it. Like, I gave a fuck about it. I give a fuck about all my jobs, anything I'm making money with. But I didn't, like, it was like, you know, as with any job that just comes, just like, probably find another one, just simple. Yeah, I figured, I was like, you know what, man, because I'd gone to Sturgis Meijer a couple times. I was shopping at fucking Family Fair. Like, I'm not going to do all my shopping there, because they suck. Well, they don't suck. A lot of them don't give a fuck. So I don't want to really, like, I don't know. I'm still a fucking stubborn asshole at the end of the day. That I'm not gonna give them like a lot of my money, because I guess I'm gonna shop elsewhere, shop around. I still don't support Walmart. 'Cause fucking Sam Walton's kids are pieces of shit. I go in there to return my cans. I give them my cans and I get my slip and I exchange it, and then I get my cash and I dash. I don't actually dash, but I just leave. So yeah, that's about as much as I support to Walmart. I have purchased things from there within the last year. I'd say maybe a handful of things, like items. There were hard times, and found myself in a Walmart. Had to do what I had to do. But I'm explaining this, the whole Meijer thing. I'm turning a new leaf. I need to start my ring of apologies. It's Monday. We will start with Meijer. Meijer the company. Meijer, Fred Meijer, in your grave somewhere. Execs, reps, customer service people, and all the locations all across the lands. Not really. Mainly Coldwater Meijer. I still fuck with all the other Meijers. But Coldwater Meijer, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I walked out on y'all, okay? I'm sorry I bailed. I'm sorry I didn't come back for my shift on the next day. Sorry when you called, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not coming in. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Kathy. Kathy, you were my manager. You're the deli at Meijer. I'm not gonna use any last names, so these people could be like, oh, that's not me. This guy is crazy. So sorry, Kathy. She was the GM. I'm sick of working so goddamn hard. It's a station full of ladies. I figured it'd be cleaner. I figured it'd be a little more organized. Yeah, that's sexist. Yeah, it's sexist. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm just, hailing womanhood and the females for being so good at everything. They're so good at many, many things and everything, as we all are. But women, you are good. You are good. I'm backpedaling now. I just expected different when I walked in there. I just expected different from y'all. The whole crew, the whole deli crew. Charlotte, she's the assistant there. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. If she wants to admit to it. Sorry, Charlotte. Sorry, Char. You're cool. You're a good worker. You mean well, but had to bail. April, you're the last person I had to talk with before I quit. I made a reference because I was doing something. You had to stock a shelf, essentially. Stock this shelf. And this is how most people do it. They do it in this area, and then they label, and then they open out the boxes, and then they stock it. I was doing it a different way, because that way it didn't seem like it made as much sense as the way I was doing it. So I was doing it a different way. And she's like, hey, why are you doing it that way? And I was like, I didn't want to, I explained my reasonings. And she's like, well, you can just do it the other way. And I was like, there's like more than one way to skin a cat, which I thought was a normal reference. But looking back on it, it's kind of a psycho reference. Should say like there's more than one way to fucking, I don't know, fry a potato? I don't know. More than one way to fry a potato? I guess you just, I don't know. More than one way to fucking cook an egg. There's more than one way to cook an egg. There we go. There's more than one way to cook an egg. So yeah, I should have said that, but instead I said there's more than one way to skin a cat, and she's like, excuse me? So I repeated it again. She said I take offense to that. And at this point, I'm like fed up, because I was like 5 o'clock, I was already 3 minutes past my shift. You're never supposed to work overtime. So I was like, I'm doing this a favor to knock this shit out, because it was a busy day, and a lot of work seemed to not get done there for some reason, I don't know, the deli is always behind on things. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's always the case there. But I was like, I'm doing them a salad. And then as soon as she's like, why are you doing it that way? I'm like, all right, yeah. Yep, nope. So she says, yeah, I take offense to that. I was like, why, April? Are you a cat? That's what I told you. That's what I said to you. And I threw the cardboard into the trash. And I was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. And so I was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. Like, at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back here. Like, fuck this fucking place. This is the end. Beautiful friend. So yeah, that was my plan to be the end. Then it was the end, actually. I clocked out. And I think I got a complaint because I saw April walking back to the old manager office when I was on my way out. And it didn't seem like it was time for her break as far as all the breaks that were scheduled and what we had taken earlier. So it seemed out of the plan for her to be back there. Maybe there was something else going on. I don't know. But yeah, so I just didn't come back. So sorry, Meijer. I didn't come back. There's a couple other people. The bakery. The bakery's right next to the deli. So I know the next day after, or the day I quit, like the next day, the day I didn't show up for my shift, I know the bakery had to listen to them bitch. I know the bakery had to listen to the deli folks piss and moan and complain because, we're so behind now. More behind than we always are. We're so behind now, and Ryder's such a he fucking fucked us over. Oh, that mother, he skins cats. I bet that rumor went around in the Meijer now. Actually, I love cats. I did have a cat run away on me, Butterfinger. I renamed him Thunderbringer. But yeah, Butterfinger left me. So, no, I never skinned him. I never skinned a cat. Never even seen a skinned cat. Nor do I want to. So that reference will die today. It will be... I will not say it anymore. I really shouldn't have said cats and die in the same sentence. Chill. Just chill. Let's just backpedal. Let's all just relax now. Let's all just cool it. So bakery, I'm sorry. Sorry you guys had to listen. And I'm sorry I never got a shift over there. I really wanted to bake some goods. Alright, and okay, a couple of people. Randy, homeboy Randy is over in GM, which is grocery for you people that don't know Meijer terminology. He's a stocker, man. One of the best in the biz. He kind of hooked me up with the job. I work with him, and I work with him at the farm, and he works in Meijer too. So I was like, yo, man, like, what's the word? Like, you guys hiring? And I don't know if he put my foot in the door, or if me applying just got me in there. But yeah, thanks, Randy. Sorry, Randy. I work with you every day at the farm, Monday through Friday at least. So, I apologized the next day. I brought him a bunch of goodies, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, you can't blame me, dude. These bitches are bitches, man. Not even bitches because they were women, but they're just bitches. Call dudes bitches all the time. So sorry, Randy. One more person I had to apologize. Oh, Joy. Joy at the Coldwater Meijer. Oh, sweet Joy. Oh man, she's just a little she's like short girl, but man, she's such a sweetheart. I talked to her in the break room a lot. I didn't share any lunch with her, or whatever, dinner, lunch break, whatever, food break, chit chat. Maybe we developed a little work crush. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Sweet Joy with her pit bull. She has a pit bull. She's doing home renovations. I'm giving you guys a lot of personal stuff about Joy, but Joy was cool, man. Joy was cool. So sorry, Joy. I'm sorry we didn't get to share or talk over food breaks anymore. That was a bummer. I miss it. I don't miss Meijer, but I miss Sweet Joy. Sweet Joy. I made a joke about jumping with Joy. I was like, has anybody asked you if you ever wanted to jump rope with them so they could be jumping with Joy? And I thought it was clever. I think she dug it. So I'm gonna use that line on every girl I meet named Joy, because that's the kind of guy I am. I reuse shitty jokes that I create. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. So I just keep hoping they're gonna work sometime. Actually, I thought of something the other day when I was driving. when I have a significant other, or maybe like I was gonna do this as like my Tinder send outs, but it wouldn't be as good because just random people would be getting these. But I'm gonna be like, just like, hey, like food item, or like, hey, fucking something sweet, or like something just like, hey, something like, hey, little, I had a lot of them. I was like, hey, baby broccoli, how you doing? Oh no! It wasn't hey. It was how you doing, baby broccoli? How you doing, my sweet cauliflower? How you doing, little baby carrot? How you doing, how you doing, plantain? How you doing, Rice Krispie treat? How you doing, little bottle cap? How you doing, orange Fago? How you doing, green bean? Like you just. I think I'm gonna, whenever I get myself a lady that I'm texting, that's gonna be my thing, and I might get dumped over it. But it's something. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. Like I was trying to think of the most obscure, but like still like hey, baby cakes, or like sweet pea, like something like that. That's still like oh, but it's also like what the fuck, like I don't know. I thought that would be funny. So yeah, that wraps up the Meijer apology. I'm pretty sure. I really don't remember. I remember like a couple other people. Like there's only one other person. Doran. Just because of his name, I remember him. I really don't. I don't apologize to you, Doran. I felt like you never liked me. You give me weird looks when we would be in passing. So yeah, sorry, dude. No, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, Doran. Ooh, oh man. So yeah, I figure I gotta do these apology things. I made a list the other day. I made a list yesterday. I've worked at over 31 like occupations, like definitely 31 locations. Like a handful of them are like side gigs, like a Craigslist job or helping whoever, like under the table jobs, I guess. That technically wouldn't count, but like I didn't quit all of them. I didn't quit all 31. But I quit a lot of them. I stopped working a lot of them. So yeah, 31. I'm not going to go 31 episodes of fucking apology per place. Like I'll group them some way, but I think that's definitely going to be a thing. So today, this Monday, June 3rd, 2019, was the Meijer apology. So, Coldwater Meijer, you're off the list. Like I said, I went in there today. I had a good shopping experience. It was my speed of checkout was rather quickly. Felt like I got watched when I was in the phone section looking for that memory card. I felt like a couple of strangers walked by me and looked at me as though I was doing something naughty, i.e., stealing. But I wasn't. And if I was, you didn't catch me, because I wasn't. So keep thinking and keep dreaming, because every time I go in there, I don't even try to look shady. I just naturally look shady. So like it's all eyes on me, baby. So look at me. Watch me. Bet you don't catch me, because I'm not stealing. Ooh, salt on the wound. We watched him the whole time and we didn't even see him steal anything. Oh, salt on the wound, baby. Oh, man. So yeah, this podcast is gonna fuck up my personal life, because I say anything. I just say whatever comes to mind, which is a lot of people do on Facebook, and their personal lives are probably adjusted, because there's people, like I said, there's people I don't like or I don't fuck with in real life because I see them on Facebook. I'm like, man, fuck you. Like, no. You say that shit in that room, and then you step over here and you're like, oh man, I didn't say that, dude. Or like, oh yo, I was over there, man. Like, come on, bro, come on. I was in that room. I didn't say it over here. Come on. Nah. You say that. You say it. Fuck out of here. I don't fuck with you. So, like, I guess the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I keep secrets or like I try to hide anything from anybody. But there's definitely things that I would rather not say, or like have people like, oh yeah, I did this morning, blah 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 blah, and then I'm chilling with them later on or like the next day, and they're like, wait a minute, he did that morning, and then I was with them that time. Like, what the fuck? And then they piece it all together. I'm not saying like I'm busted. I'm not busted on anything. I'm not busting myself. I ain't got nothing to fucking. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, it's I'm not gonna like tiptoe around what I'm saying, but I'm just realizing that this is a an intimate. It's an intimate little conversation. It's a very personal. It's a very personal thing I'm doing here, and yeah, it's all for whatever it's for. It's all for whatever it's for, and whatever it's for, and what it's for is because why the fuck not? I don't know. I really don't know what this is all for. It's all for. That's what it's for. And that's where I'm going to end it. Rough Ryder Podcast. 26 minutes. I liked spending the extra time with you guys. I like not being rushed. It's really, it was good. It was peaceful. Still selling sex. Cash App. Money sign Ryder Shell Tone. Spell it like it sounds. I'll spell it out for you anyway. Money sign RYDERSHELTONE. Because I'm throwing this little. Yeah, so yeah, hit me up. I'm about that money. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy everything in within excess, within moderation. There you go. All right, peace.